Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on what time you're watching this video. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this recorded educational video on how to target the right Facebook and Instagram audiences that can afford your product or service. Now, this free video is for affiliate marketers, e-commerce vendors, business owners, course creators, online entrepreneurs. It's practically meant for anybody that does business online or offline. First of all, I want to say congratulations to you for accessing this free video. I don't know why you decided to access this video, but one thing that I am very sure of is that you want to learn how to target the right audience that will pay for your product and service as quickly as possible. I will try and make this video very short, straight to the point, and very informative so that even a 10-year-old child can understand every bit of it. Now, who am I? Who am I? My name is Ufoma Igosari. I'm actually an ex-banker turned Facebook ad manager and also a Google certified digital marketer. I run and manage Facebook ads for business owners, e-commerce vendors, and affiliate marketers. Now, what are some of the things that people are saying about me? Now, I have this is Paloma, who is the leading affiliate marketer on Smart Network, leading female affiliate marketer on Smart Network. She has this to say about me. Good morning, Mr. Ofuma. Maoga, I can't thank you enough for because the way you run your ads is too different. The results are massive. I remember spending close to 12K with someone else for 3 days. Nothing came out of it. With yours, I made over 400,000 in 2 months. Thanks, boss. God bless you. And this is Rapero Prince, who is also a top affiliate marketer with System. He said, Boss, good evening. Omo leads you generated for me are really quality leads. Omo, I made over 100K from those leads. If one of them bought 2 days, even one of them bought 2 days after coming into my DM from the Facebook ad you are running for me, and one prospect bought the same day he came through your ad. He choke. I'm really grateful to you, sir. You will always be my ads blog. And Victor, yes, said, sorry, good morning, boss. Sorry, I've not been able to give you feedback about the ad you ran for me. I was just waiting till I convert them. I've been able to make over 120,000 with the ad I ran with 20K. And imagine this young man made a profit of over 100K with an ad spend of 20K. Thanks a lot for this. I'm coming back for another one. So many of them, this is also Latifa Jimo, an affiliate marketer, and she said the leads are quality. For I've already paid without stressing me. All says that's 80K, commission of 40K, profit of 23K for an ad I just started running. And this is Cynthia, and Cynthia is also an affiliate marketer, and she said between yesterday and today, I have made almost 100K. I didn't even receive mails for some sales I made, but I got credited. So these are things my clients are saying about me. And also, Aniobo, who is a co-founder of Zenith State Affiliate Platform, he said, "Good morning, boss. From my grocery, I am here. Thank you for the ads you have been running for me for the past weeks. Seriously, I won't lie, they are quality leads. I've been closing sales through the leads you are through the ads you are running for me back to back. No day passes without me closing sales on the ad. That's why I keep bringing clients to you because I have tested and it's working. Thank you. You are the best, sir." And of a truth, this young man has referred so many clients to me because of how satisfied he is with my job. Okay, now today it's obvious that there are so many social media platforms today, and among these social media platforms we have Facebook and Instagram top the list of social media platforms that marketers worldwide use in running adverts. And why is that so? Because of the several benefits. With Facebook and Instagram ads, you're able to narrowly target your exact audience, the exact people you want to target. You can actually achieve that with Facebook and Instagram ads. Okay, and there is always a high return on ad spend for your adverts. Okay, Facebook and Instagram platform, they both have the highest retail ROAS, that is return on ad spend, for any social platform. So imagine somebody using 20,000 naira to make 100k. I imagine La Paloma running an ad, and in 2 months she had already made 400k. Okay, and another benefit is that it produces results very fast compared to the other social media platforms. And by means of it, you're able to do what, to block audiences that you don't want to see, for them to see your ad. You can block these ones from seeing your ad. You have that privilege to do so. And lastly, you have access to one of the largest audiences in the world because of the number of subscribers on Facebook and Instagram platform. In today's social media era, where competition for attention is very fierce and attention spans are shorter than ever, understanding how to effectively target the right audience in your advert is of utmost importance. It is of utmost importance. Okay, most advertisers put the most persuasive ad copy and the most attention-grabbing ad creative, whether flyer or video, in front of the wrong audience. And as a result, their ad campaign end up being a monumental failure. So targeting is one of the most crucial aspects of setting up a very profitable ad campaign on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to get people to pay for your product or service, if you don't want to waste your hard-earned money or hard-earned ad budget, then you have to take your ad targeting very seriously. What is Facebook ad targeting? Facebook ad targeting basically means telling Facebook who to show your advert to. You're telling Facebook, show my advert to audience A and B. Don't show my advert to audience Y and Z. Now, this feature allows you to narrowly define your target audience by specifying interest, demographics, and behaviors. These are the things you use as a yardstick to define your target audience, so that Facebook will be able to show your ad to the people you want Facebook to show your ad to. Now, Facebook then shows your ad to people who are most likely interested, but not only interested, but people who are most likely ready to pay for what you have to offer. Now, one of the very first things you want to do before running your ad campaign is to sit down and ask yourself a question. Who is my target audience? Or who are my target audiences? How do I define my target audience? That is the first thing we need to do before setting up our ad campaign. Now, what is a target audience? A target audience is a group of people or segment of the market that you want to serve with your product or service. In other words, these are people who have a common problem that your product or service is providing a solution to. Everybody is not your customer, but everybody is a customer. I repeat, everybody is not your customer, but everybody is a customer. So, in other words, you cannot sell to everybody. Except you sell oxygen, everyone cannot be interested in your product or service. Even if you sell long life and prosperity, yes, there are some people that don't want to live long because they are scared of the challenges and the problems associated with old age. There are some persons who look at making money or being prosperous or being rich on this earth as a sin. So as a result, they don't want to be rich. They just want to be comfortable in their present state. They are just content with what they have. So if you sell to those people long life and prosperity, they will not even answer you. They will not be interested. So and nobody sells oxygen. So in other words, everybody is not your customer. So you do not want to sell to everybody. If you're trying to sell to everybody, you will end up selling to nobody. I repeat, if you are trying to sell to everybody, you will end up selling to nobody. As a matter of fact, if you're trying to sell to everybody, you are trying to be audience greedy. You want to pack all the audience on Facebook and Instagram. I know what that means. You are trying to be what greedy, and definitely greed never ends well. Now, instead of targeting everyone, what are you expected to do? It pays off to narrow down your audience to the people who are most likely to engage with your brand and then buy from you. You need to do what? Narrow down your audience to the people who are most likely to engage with your brand, who are most likely interested and most likely ready to pay or ready to buy from you, either a product or a service. So to achieve this, you need to know what characteristics define your ideal customer. And how do you do that? By creating a customer avatar. You need to create a customer avatar. You need to know what their wants are, their needs, their pains, their fears. So there are certain characteristics we use to create a customer avatar. But before we go into that, what is a customer avatar? A customer avatar simply means the true representation of your ideal customer. This is more likely a profile of the ideal customer that will buy your product or pay for your service. Now, how the people I want to target, what are their characteristics? What is the true representative or the representation of these people? What is their profile? It takes a lot of time and hard work to create a customer avatar, because a customer avatar should be based on data rather than guesswork or assumption. Now, you want to consider the demographics, location, where do they stay? Am I targeting the entire country, or am I targeting specific cities or specific states? The product I'm selling, is it gender specific? What are their genders, or what sex? Is it for male or female, men or women? What age? Is it meant for young persons or old persons? This is how you create a customer avatar. What are their interests, characteristics, hobbies? What influences them? What books do they read? What websites do they visit? These are various ways to be able to create a customer avatar. What are their challenges? What are their fears, their pains? What are their desires in life? What do they want to achieve in life? By the time you're able to take your time to analyze all of this, that's why I said it takes a lot of time and hard work. It is not done based on guesswork or assumption. You should be ready to put in the effort to create a customer avatar. With this, you are going to get your target audience. So now, why? What is the importance of Facebook ad targeting? Why is Facebook ad targeting very important? Number one reason is because it improves conversion rates. By reaching the right audience, Facebook ad targeting enhances the likelihood of converting prospects into customers. Your conversion rates will be what? Will be high. Out of 100 persons coming to you, at least you're sure of getting a minimum of 10 persons, 20 persons, 30 persons buying from you. But when you don't target the right audience, your CVR, that's your conversion rate, comes very low, probably 1%, 2%, and that is not good for business. Another important thing we want to put in mind when it comes to the importance of Facebook ad targeting is cost efficiency. Precise ad targeting helps optimize our ad spend by focusing on the most relevant audience. So it helps you to optimize your ad spend so that you focus your money, you put in your money into the relevant audience and not audiences that are not what relevant. Another important reason of doing Facebook ad targeting, one of the importance is the relevance. It is effective ad targeting allows businesses to reach their desired audience with relevant content. So when you target right, you will be able to do what? Reach out to your desired audience with what? Relevant content. Your advert will be relevant to them. But if you are targeting the wrong audience, your advert will be a nuisance to them. It will not be relevant to them. They will get pissed off. It will look like a nuisance to them. If you're not careful, they may even report you to Facebook that the Facebook should stop showing them that particular ad because it's not relevant to them, it's a nuisance to them. Okay. Another importance is advanced targeting option. With Facebook, you're able to do what? You're able to utilize or leverage on advanced targeting options. so that you're able to reach specific segments of your target audience. So Facebook provides such options for you, a wealth of targeting options. There are so many ways you can target right on Facebook and Instagram. Now, let us talk about the various audiences we have on Facebook, the various Facebook ad audiences. Okay, now Facebook audiences refer to the pool of people you target when you advertise on Facebook. These are audiences on Facebook, pool of people on Facebook. Now you are doing what you want to target these people when you are running your advert. That is what it means. Okay, the pool of people you target when you advertise on Facebook. Now, for you to do this, what do you need to do? You can create or edit these audiences through the audiences section of your ad manager. If you are very familiar with how to run ads, when you go to your Facebook ad manager, you see an option where you can create an audience or you can edit an already existing audience. And you can do this through what? Through the audience section of your ad manager. Now, this is a pictorial illustration of my ad manager. Now, what do? You can see where the arrow is pointing. I go to the left-hand panel or the left-hand side of my Facebook ad manager. So as soon as I go there, there's like a shift that comes out where I see these various options. Ad reporting, audiences, ad account settings, and all of that. So what do? I click on audiences. I'm just telling you how to create an audience on Facebook. Now, once you click create audience, now you can see these options coming out. Create a custom audience, create a lookalike audience, create a saved audience. So what do? These are the various audiences we have on the through our Facebook ad manager where we got our audiences. So these are the various audiences we have on Facebook, and these are audiences we can do what? We can add. Okay, now let's talk about the different audiences we have. Okay, we have the custom audience, like you saw on that tutorial illustration. You saw the custom audience, the lookalike audience, and the saved audience. So this time, let us take them one after the other. Let's talk about the custom audience. We can also refer to the custom audience as the hot or warm audience. Now, this is an audience that refers to a group of people on Facebook who have interacted with your business or have shown interest in your product or service. Okay, this is a group of persons who have interacted with your business. Okay, is either they've bought your product or they've not even bought at all. Okay, is either they have engaged on your post, they've interacted with your business in one way or the other. Okay, as you can see here, we have the custom audience, and once you click this custom audience, there's a pop-up, there's a page that comes up. You can see choose a custom audience source, connect with people who have already shown an interest in your business or products. They can either be websites, people who have interacted with your website, interacted with your catalog. It can be customer list, people who have bought from you in the past. You have a CSV customer list of these people, or it could be persons who have interacted with your video, filled a lead form, or interacted with your Instagram account, or even interacted with your Facebook page. Okay, so you can select which of them you want to create a custom audience from. So let us assume I want to create custom audience based on the websites. I want to pick website as my source to create this custom audience. Once I click on the website, then there's a pop-up, create a website custom audience. Of course, you should have your pixel or Facebook pixel or Meta pixel installed on that website. Then you have the events, all website visitors. When you click on this drop down, when you click on this arrow, there will be a drop down where you can also select other options as well. Then for the number of days you want to target, that is people who have interacted with or who have interacted with your website in the last 30 days. You can also increase it to the last 60 days, 180 days, or even in the last 360 days, that's in the last 1 year. Then what do? There are some persons you want to include. Click this option of include more persons. If you want to exclude, you exclude some persons, then you name your audience. Okay, so remember I mentioned when you click on that arrow, there's a drop down, and now these are the drop down, all website visitors, people who visited specific web pages. Maybe people who visited your sales page. Those are the people you want to do what? You want to create custom audience around. Or probably people who visited your opt-in page or your thank you page, okay, or your checkout page. So you have these options there to select from. Okay, so that is that for our custom audience. Now, with the lookalike audience, how do we go about creating a lookalike audience? What is a lookalike audience? As you can see on my background, you can see identical individuals. That is what a lookalike means. Okay, lookalike audience, you can also refer to them as cold audience. Refers to a group of people who share similar characteristics with your existing customers or custom audience, but have not interacted with your business or shown interest in your product or service. Unlike the custom audience, these ones they know you to some extent. They've interacted with your business. They've either gotten your product or they've not even gotten your product at all. These are custom orders. To some extent, there's a level of trust. To some extent, they know you to some extent. But look alike, they are completely cold orders. They don't know you from Adam, okay? Because they've not interacted with your business, nothing. So these are a group of persons who share similar characteristics with your existing customers or custom orders, but they have not interacted with your business. But they may likely interact with your business because they look like you're already existing custom audience. So building a lookalike audience involves creating a custom audience as your source audience. So you should have created your custom audience first before you now replicate that audience by creating what? A lookalike audience. So how do you do that? What do? You come to this create a lookalike audience. As soon as you click on that blue button that carries create a lookalike audience, you will see a pop-up, a window comes up. Create a lookalike audience. You select your lookalike source. You want to select the source where you which of the audience you want to what replicate. Remember, you must have created different custom audiences. Then you now do what? You now create a lookalike of that particular audience. And at the same time, you want to search for the region or country, you put your country, then you now select the audience size. That's the number of lookalike audience you want to create. Is it 1? Is it 2? And what have you? Then when you see this percentage, you always want to leave it at 1%. That is, you want a lookalike audience that is closely related to your custom audience. That is very, very, closely related to your lookalike audience. In other words, this with your custom audience rather. So, but if you increase it to, let's say you increase it to 5%, 6%, 10%, the higher the percentage, the farther the lookalike is. That is, they don't look more closely with your custom audience. So that is the meaning of this particular percentage we have there. Then at the end of the one you're done, you click on create audience. Okay, now let us talk about the saved audience. The saved audience too can be referred to as what? A cold audience. Why do we say so? It refers to a group of people who are targeted based on their age, gender, location, demographic, interest, and behavior. So you are just coming to Facebook or Instagram and you are targeting these people. I want to target a particular age range, particular gender, particular location, demographics, and what have you. So these people are what? They are completely what? Cold. You don't know them from Adam and they don't know you from Adam. So instead of just advertising to everyone, you can place your ads in front of the people most likely to convert. So this is where you carry out your detailed targeting. You don't want to just make your ad open to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but you want to target them based on your customer avatar. Remember, we talked about customer avatar where you mentioned the various characteristics that make up your ideal customer. Okay, so you want to target them based on these characteristics that you must have gotten from your market or audience research. Okay, now what do? You go to the option of create a saved audience. Okay, as soon as you click on it, this box comes up. You select your location. We mentioned the location, right? Nigeria. If you want to select the cities or state and all of that, you can still do there under search location. If you want to change the country, you can also remove the country, change the country to any other country of your choice. This is where you select your age. I'm sure you know all how to go about this. Then your gender. Are you targeting everybody? Is your product gender specific? Is it meant for males or only meant for females? You also select that. Then what else again? This is where you come to your detailed targeting. On your detailed targeting, you can see add demographics, interest, or behavior. So this is where you select these particular options in order for you to target the audience you want to target. And you can see here we have browse. Once you put a particular interest, you can click on suggestions, and Facebook will give you closely related interest to the particular interest that you selected here. And if you want to move from interest to probably demographics or to behavior, you can click on the browse option and it gives you all of those options. Okay, now lookalike and save audiences are cold audiences, as I mentioned earlier, and they require more effort and resources to convert, since they need to be introduced to your brand and persuaded to take action. So they are cold audience. So a cold audience is more difficult. Cold audiences are more difficult to do what? To convert, unlike a custom audience. Okay, a custom audience is already warm or hot. They've already interacted with your business, so it's easier to convert them. Now, these are the reasons why it is very difficult to it requires more effort or resources to convert a lookalike and saved audience, because number one, the KLT factor is absent, the no like and trust factor is absent. Then for such kind of audience, you want to run an educative advert that says come and learn using the lead magnet. You want to run an educative advert, just like this particular video is an educational video telling you come and learn the basis of how to target the right audience that will pay for your service or for your product. Okay, so it will not be nice for you to just tell them come and buy or run an advert or come and buy, I'm selling something. No, you want to give them something for free, like a lead magnet, something that is valuable, something that is educative, and they'll get to know you, like you, and trust you. Okay, but if you insist you want to sell anything to such kind of audience, then it's advisable or recommended that you sell a low ticket offer, an offer of maybe 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, an offer that won't be very difficult for people to easily pay for. But generally, it is always recommended, no matter how low the offer is, it's always recommended you use a lead magnet in order to build knowledge, to build likeness, and to build trust over time, and people can always buy from you. Now, what about the custom audience? Remember, we said the custom audience is a warm and hot audience. That is, this audience is more likely to convert since they have already shown some level of interest in your business. Why do we say so? KLT factor is present. They know you, they like you, and to some extent, they trust you. And because of the KLT factor, you can decide to sell a high ticket offer to them. You can decide to upsell to them because they bought from me in the past. They bought a 5,000 naira product from me in the past. You can now decide to upsell and sell a 20,000 naira product to them. You can also still upsell to sell a 50,000 naira product to them, because KLT factor is already there. That particular audience is warm and hot. And you can decide to sell directly on your advert without using a lead magnet. The reason is because they already know you, they already like you, they already trust you, they interacted with your business, so you can easily sell directly to them. But if you are targeting a cold audience, please use a lead magnet to sell. Do not sell directly on your advert. Now, we want to talk about audience research. How do we carry out audience research? First of all, what is an audience research? Audience research on Facebook advertising refers to the process of analyzing and understanding the characteristics, behavior, and interest of your target audience on Facebook. Remember when I talked about customer avatar? We said this requires hard work. We do not create a customer avatar based on assumption or based on guesswork, but we want to put in the effort to carry out research. So this is part of the research we're talking about, audience research. Now, this research involves gathering data or information on the demographics, interests, and behaviors of Facebook users in order to create highly targeted advertising campaigns that effectively reach and engage your desired audience. So we want to use what? Data and information on certain characteristics, demographics, interests, and behaviors that will help us to do what? To target our audience properly. Audience research is important in Facebook advertising because it helps businesses and marketers identify the ideal needs and preferences of their customers, thus creating a compelling advert that resonates with them. By conducting audience research, businesses can optimize their ad targeting, refine their messaging, and improve the overall effectiveness of their Facebook advertising campaign. So you can see that the importance of audience research cannot be overemphasized. Okay, now what are some of the tools we use in carrying out our audience research? I promise I'm going to make this video as short as possible. So, okay, let's just quickly talk about some of the audience research tools. We have Facebook Audience Insights, we have the Google Search Engine, we have Google Trends, then we have the Bullseye Targeting Checklist, which contains questions and information about your audiences you can search for. And we also have a tool, or we also have hidden interest tools. These are tools that showcase interests that are hidden on Facebook, because when you're trying to target on Facebook only shows you 25 interests at a time. Okay, 25 interests at a time. There are so many interests that are hidden on Facebook and Instagram that these tools will help us to bring out or to expose. So we also use hidden interest tools to carry out these research. Because of our time, I won't be able to start explaining them one after the other. But as we progress, as we proceed, you get to know some of these things and how you get to know them. Okay, let's talk about the various types of Facebook ad targeting. Okay, what are the various types? We have the zero targeting. The zero targeting. The zero targeting is a form of targeting where you do not target anyone in particular. That's why we say zero. You're not targeting anybody. The only thing you just do is you create an audience based on just the age, the location, and gender. You do not target based on demographics, behavior, or the interest. When it comes to that part, you leave it very blank. Okay, you leave it very blank. So the only thing you are targeting is just the only thing you're doing while you are creating the audience is just the age, the location, and the gender. So that is zero targeting. The next one we have is broad targeting. Now, some people mixes zero targeting with broad targeting, but there's a slight difference between zero targeting and broad targeting. Like I said earlier, zero, nobody, you're not targeting, no interest, no demographics, no behavior. But for broad targeting, is a form of targeting where you target a broad keyword instead of the interest keywords inside the broad keyword. It sounds confusing, right? Oh, don't be confused. Let me take my time to explain. A broad targeting is a form of targeting where you target a broad keyword instead of the interest keywords inside the broad keyword. Now, how does it work? Let's take, for example, now I am running an advert to sell digital products. Okay. Now, I want to target people who will be interested in making money online, like passive income, entrepreneurship, income, sales, marketing. Now, these are individual words, keywords. These are interest keywords, individual interest keywords. But if you look at it closely, you realize that passive income, entrepreneurship, sales, marketing, they are under a broad keyword called what? Business and finance. Business and finance. So these words are under a broad keyword, business and. So I can decide that I don't want to target those individual keywords, that is sales and marketing, passive income, entrepreneurship, but I want to target the broad keyword, which is what? Business and finance. That means any keywords under business and finance should see my advert. So that is what we call what? Broad. Very large. Very large. Okay. So now the next one is detailed / specific targeting. That is, we are being specific in our targeting. So it's a form of targeting which involves selecting the interest, the demographics, and the behavior of the people you want to target. Unlike zero targeting, you are not selecting. But for specific targeting, we are selecting. I want to select people who are interested in, who are following Robert Kiyosaki or Gary Vee. Or I want to target people who are interested in studying abroad. Those are individual keywords. Okay. Oh, location. I want to target people only in the southern part of Nigeria. I don't want people in the northern part of Nigeria to see my heart. Oh, behavior. I want to target people who are engaged shoppers, people who are always shopping online shoppers. Oh, I want to target people who are frequent travelers. They're always in and out of the country. So that is where you specify your targeting keywords. Now, let's still talk about the other one. We have retargeting. Retargeting is a form of targeting whereby you use the data from a pixel installed on your website and then create a custom audience of people who have either visited your website. We talked about this while we were talking about how to create a custom audience, or your page, or have bought from you before and then run ads targeting them. So you can also decide to exempt those who have bought from you and target those who are yet to buy. So what are we trying to say? You can retarget people that have patronized you in the past. You can decide to create a custom audience of people who have patronized you in the past, or people who have not patronized you in the past at all, but they have come to your website, they've interacted with your business. You can decide to, while you're targeting them, you want to have not to show the people who have bought from you in the past. So this is what we call what? A retargeting form of targeting. Now, lookalike targeting is a form of targeting where you are targeting a lookalike audience created from a custom audience. We've mentioned the while we're talking about how to create a lookalike audience on our Facebook Ads Manager. Now, these two last targeting types are the best form of targeting. Why do we say so? Because they are cheaper and more precise. However, you should have enough data from customers and from visitors and customers before you can set up these ads and achieve your desirable results. So we're here saying for you to get good results, the best forms of ads targeting you should do are what? The custom audience and the lookalike targeting. Okay, where you are retargeting people who have interacted with your business with a custom audience. Then for the lookalike audience, you are creating a lookalike audience to replicate your custom audience. So remember, you create a lookalike audience from your custom audience. So now you are targeting this lookalike audience, people that resemble those or that share similarities with people that have bought from you in the past. So those two are targeting are the best forms of targeting. Now, let us consider some targeting tips and keywords. I want to make this video training as short as possible. Now, we want to test different ad creatives and copies. When it comes to targeting, you do not want to rely on just one ad creative or just one ad copy. You want to test out different ad copies and different ad creatives and copies, because different ad creatives gives different results. People resonate differently to different ad creatives and copies. Then you want to also test different audiences. When you're setting up your ad, you do not want to merge audiences together. You don't want to merge keywords together, but you want to test different audiences. You can create as many ad sets as possible and test each ad set with one particular audience. Okay. Then you do not want to make your targeting to be too narrow. Okay. Once your targeting is too narrow, your cost of your ad becomes very expensive. It becomes very high, and Facebook finds it very difficult to get quality people into your funnel. So you want to make your your targeting to be broad to some extent. At least ensure that your audience size is nothing less than 2 million. Let it be 2 million and above. Personally, I work within 2 million to 3 million or 3.5 million. So work within, but the moment you realize that your audience size is lesser than 2 million, then you can merge additional keyword or interest to it. So instead of one interest, you can decide to use 2 interest keywords, but ensure you don't fall below 2 million. Okay. Then when it comes to creating a lookalike audience and custom audience, ensure you have sufficient data on your pixel. Ensure you have sufficient visits on your web page. Ensure that you have gotten enough data so that you can create a lookalike audience that will be very profitable. If you don't have enough data, it will be very difficult for you to get a lookalike audience that will be very profitable. Then there are certain keywords you want to target when you're running your Facebook or Instagram ad, depending on what product or service you sell. You want to target engaged shoppers, you want to target frequent travelers, people, high-end individual, people who are always traveling. Facebook has a record of all of these people. Device usage targeting. You want to target people based on the devices they use. iPhone users, Samsung users, Oppo users, Android users. You can even exclude audiences. Like, you want to exclude people that use feature phones. Feature phones are phones that are not smartphones, but they have access to Facebook. And these phones are 2G phones, so you can decide to exclude such as well. Life event targeting. You want to target people whose birthdays are next month, next week. You want to target people who are getting married. People who are married, parents. These are various tips and keywords you can target on your Facebook or Instagram ad. Now, I want to introduce to you. In order to have a detailed and explicit knowledge of how to target the right audience and sell more of your product and service, I have actually created a Facebook ad targeting course, which is a step-by-step video guide that will teach you everything. I mean everything, because this is a very short video. I don't want to make it long. So I can't teach everything in this particular video. It's not possible. I can't teach everything. So that is why I have taken my time to actually create a Facebook ad targeting course, which is a step-by-step video guide that will teach you everything you need to know about Facebook targeting. We talked about audience research, the tools to use, how to go about this audience research, like what's it called? Facebook Audience Insight, Google Trend, Google Search Engine, hidden interest tools. I can't start explaining everything in this video because of our time. So you have access to all of these things in my Facebook ad targeting course. So with this course, it's going to teach you everything you need to know about Facebook targeting, and also how to structure and set up profitable and targeted ads from the scratch, whether as a beginner or as an expert. So whether you're a beginner or you're an expert, you will have access to this course, and this course will teach you from the scratch to the finish. Okay, and this is it, Facebook ads targeting course. Discover strategies on how to target quality audiences using Facebook ads. Okay, so what will you be learning in the FAT course? These are the various things you'll be learning in the FAT course: how to define your target audience, what is audience research, and how to carry it out, different types of targeting. I'm going to explain them in details and give you the video on step-to-step guide, advanced targeting techniques like laser targeting and targeting, how to target a hidden interest. Even I have practical sessions for affiliate marketers and business owners, and I have more tips that you will need to adhere to in order to improve your Facebook ad targeting. Okay, so what are some of the bonuses you'll be getting? These are the bonuses that you'll be getting from the Facebook ad course. Okay, now these are some of the things some persons have said about my Facebook ad course. I just finished the FAT course, and I must say you really did a great job putting it together. Well done, sir. For the bonuses, so much value for free. Wow, God bless you, sir. I'm enjoying the How to Sell to Nigeria. That's one of the bonuses. I highly recommend this course to anyone looking to boost their online presence. The strategies taught in this Facebook ad course are practical and result-driven. Mr. Ufoma is the person of value, and so his course is. Okay, best course you can get at an affordable rate with everything you need to succeed when it comes to Facebook advert. Yes, I can vouch because this guy has been running hard for me for almost a year now, and the result I have been getting is very massive. So imagine when you are learning all this from the course. For those of you who do not know how to run Facebook and Instagram ads, I personally recommend this course with my full chest. That's Madam Taiwo Adewale. The price is a steal compared to what you will be learning. Okay, so these are also other things people have been saying about me, and also about the Facebook ad targeting course. Okay, so all you'll be getting in the FAT course, including the bonuses, are worth over 200,000 naira. If I decide to give you at half the price, that is 100,000 naira, it will still be worth it. If I also decide to give it to you at 50,000 naira, that will not be a bad price at all, considering all you'll be learning to target the right audience and sell more of the products. Instead of giving it at 50,000 naira, I'll be giving this course at a still price of 5,000 naira only for the first 50 persons, okay, or 50 people. So after the first 50 people, the price will move to 10,000 naira. Okay, so I'm giving it at a still price of 5,000 naira. So how do you access this course? You go to seller.co/FAT, or you click the Get Access button below. So below this video, you'll see the Get Access button. You can click on it, and at the end of the day, you will have access to this course. Or you go to seller.co/FAT, and you also get access to this course. Thank you so very much for your time. I really do appreciate. See you on the inside.